Kutaisi is a city in the Imereti region of the Republic of Georgia, one of the oldest continuously inhabited cities in the world. It is the third most populous city in Georgia after Tbilisi and Batumi. It lies 221 kilometers, 137 miles, west of Tbilisi, on the Rioni River, and is the capital of Imereti. Historically one of the major cities of Georgia, it served as the political center of Colchis in the Middle Ages, as the capital of the Kingdom of Abkhazia and Kingdom of Georgia, and later as the capital of the Kingdom of Imereti. From October 2012 to December 2018, Kutaisi was the seat of the Parliament of Georgia as an effort to decentralize the Georgian government. History. Kutaisi archaeological evidence indicates that the city functioned as the capital of the Colchis in the 6th to 5th centuries BC. It is believed that, in Argonautica, a Greek epic poem about Jason and the Argonauts and their journey to Colchis, author Apollonius Rhodius considered Kutaisi their final destination as well as the residence of King Aedes. Later, it was the capital of the Kingdom of Lazica until being occupied briefly by the Arabs. An Arab incursion into western Georgia was repelled by Abkhazians jointly with Lazic and Iberian allies in 736. Towards c.786, Leon II won his full independence from the Byzantine Empire and transferred his capital to Kutaisi, thus unifying Lazica and Abasgia via a dynastic union. The latter led the unification of the Georgian monarchy in the 11th century. From 1008 to 1122, Kutaisi served as the capital of the United Kingdom of Georgia, and, from the 15th century until 1810, it was the capital of the Emeretian Kingdom. In 1508, the city was conquered by Selim I, who was the son of Bayezid II, the Sultan of the Ottoman Empire. During the 17th century, Emeretian kings made many appeals to the Russian Empire to help them in their struggle for independence from the Ottomans. All these appeals were ignored as Russia did not want to spoil relations with the Ottomans. Only in the reign of Catherine the Great, in 1768, were troops of General Gottlieb Heinrich Tottleben sent to join the forces of King Heraclius II of Georgia, who hoped to reconquer the Ottoman-held southern Georgian lands, with Russian help. Tottleben helped King Solomon I of Imereti to recover his capital, Kutaisi, on August 6, 1770. Finally, the Russian-Turkish Wars ended in 1810 with the annexation of the Emeretian Kingdom by the Russian Empire. The city was the administrative capital of the Kutaisi Uyezd and the larger Kutaisi Governorate, which included much of West Georgia. In March 1879, the city was the site of a blood libel trial that attracted attention all over the Russian Empire. 9 Georgian Jews from Sakhir were falsely accused of killing a Christian girl and using her blood for allegedly Jewish religious purposes. The trial took place at the Kutaisi Circuit Court, which had been established in 1868 as one of several new courts in the Caucasus created by Tsar Alexander I's judicial reform. After a 10-day trial, with nearly 70 witnesses, the 9 defendants were acquitted as the defense lawyers Petr Alexandrov and Lev Kupernik convinced the judges that the accusations against the Jewish men were mostly based on false testimony. 8. Kutaisi was a major industrial center before Georgia's independence on the 9th of April 1991. Independence was followed by the economic collapse of the country, and, as a result, many inhabitants of Kutaisi have had to work abroad. Small-scale trade prevails among the rest of the population. In 2011, Mikhail Saakashvili, the president of Georgia, signed a constitutional amendment relocating the parliament to Kutaisi. On the 26th of May 2012, Saakashvili inaugurated the new parliament building in Kutaisi. This was done in an effort to decentralize power and shift some political control closer to Abkhazia. Although it has been criticized as marginalizing the legislature, and also for the demolition of a Soviet war memorial formerly at the new building's location. The subsequent government of the Georgian Dream passed a new constitution that moved the parliament back to Tbilisi, effective from January 2019. Landmarks Kutaisi. The landmark of the city is the ruined Bagrati Cathedral, built by Bagrat III, King of Georgia, in the early 11th century. The Gelati Monastery, a few kilometers east of the city, is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. One of the famous churches in Georgia is Motsamita Monastery. It is named after two saints, brothers David and Constantine. They were the Dukes of Margvati, and were martyred by Arab invaders in the 8th century. Besides the churches, there are other places of note such as Sataplia Cave, where one can observe footprints of dinosaurs. Ruins of Geguti Palace, which was one of the residences of Georgian monarchs. Okros Chardaki, Georgian King's Palace. The Pantheon, where many notable citizens are buried.